Okay, good morning YouTube. Coming at you from a sunny Monday afternoon here, and going to do another watch show and tell here, another watch side-by-side comparison. Today we're going to go ahead and do the Noma 5 versus the Hydromax. Two really popular watches. I mean, they're all pretty popular watches nowadays here with the Invictas. I mean, they really make a wonderful product. And just to tell you a little bit about the video, of course, I've started doing basically watch show and tells. I'm no watch expert. I just give you a few basic facts about them. And the whole idea is to show you what it looks like on the wrist. Because when I was looking for watches and looking to see what this is going to look like and whatnot when I was in the market for these, and I'm always in the market, it's very difficult to make a purchase when you can't really see it on the person. And a lot of these videos you see out there are just really close-up shots with the guy with the white gloves or putting it on a pedestal, spinning around, and really that's just like a picture. I mean, if you want to look at pictures, that's a great way of doing it too, you know, to find out the details and see what it looks like. But you really can't tell what it looks like until you see it on the person. That gives you a very accurate idea of what it's going to look like on your wrist. So I'm about 5 foot 8 inches tall, 170 pounds. I have 7-inch wrists. Let me go ahead and put these down here and bring up my sleeve a little bit here. And let's see here. So what I started doing is doing those videos, showing you each watch, and now I'm doing side-by-sides because you know, you may be in the market for both these watches, and maybe you don't know which one to get first, and you're on the fence on, oh, what am I going to like better? I can tell you that you'll probably do what I did and get one and then decide to get the other. But at least this will make you start you off in making the decision for your next purchase. So with that being said, we're going to move forward here. Today we're going to be reviewing again the Hydromax. This is a very popular watch. Just a few basic facts about it. It's powered by a Swiss Ronda 5-15-24 quartz movement. It is a single time zone, but they do give you the it's not a chronograph. They give you the extra hand there where you can set to another time zone. So technically it's a dual time zone. Helium release valve, that's for diving. Water resistance of 3,300 feet. Dimensions on this thing are 24 millimeters wide in the bracelet. You have a what they call a, let's see here, bear with me here. You have this ratchet release clasp and dual, I don't know what you call it, like a deployment clasp here. A little different than the other ones here. A lot of the Invictas, they just have the locking clasp here, and then they actually just snap down. This has got the actual snap clasp, and you have the push button right there, which is kind of nice. What else? This one here is done in the yellow tone bezel, yellow tone face. And of course, they do polishing down the middle on the Hydromax and polishing around the coin edge bezel. Everything else is like a satin finish. It's a beautiful watch, folks. Dimensions on the face, 52 millimeters in diameter, and this is where this baby comes alive. 29 millimeters in thickness. You have 4 on the crystal right there. Okay. Hydromax logo. Somebody posted that the Hydromax logo means death. I'm not really sure if that's true or not. I just read that on a watch forum. Fantastic watch for the money. This watch definitely gets you noticed. There's not many watches out there that are this thick for this price point. So what else? You have your luminescence there on the hands, and of course on all your numbers, rotating bezel, and let's see, this particular model number, although it doesn't really make too much of a difference on these because the Hydromax is pretty much the same across the board. The only difference is your color combos, but this one is the 16962 Hydromax. Alright, so on we go, moving over to another beautiful watch right here. This one here is the Invicta. Naturally Invicta COSC certified chronograph movement, powered by the Swiss-made ETA 251.233. It is the quartz model, 21 millimeters in case thickness, so not a small watch. You're getting close to what a Venom is right there. 28 millimeters in the band width. You have kind of like this 3D kind of I don't know what you'd call it, but you can kind of see it. It's recessed a little bit where that crisscross pattern is. A very interesting band. When I first got this one, I was a little unsure. When I threw it on my wrist, this is one of my favorite pieces. The pushers on this are pretty awesome. On the crown, you have this flip-out butterfly tabs, which is pretty unique. A lot of moving parts in this watch. And of course, your pushers actually extend and retract upon turning. So you can see it came out right there, and then you turn it and they retract. Really innovative. What else? Rotating bezel. You got kind of a skeleton face in this model, and this one measures 50 millimeters in case measurement. Now, I'm not so sure if that's... Sometimes you get two different answers. It does look like a 50, I guess. The Hydromax is a little bit bigger, believe it or not. But both beautiful watches. And let's see here, Flame Fusion, crystal, they all have that. And this model number is the 12904. World class watch right here. I mean, you really can't go wrong with the Invicta. This one does have the helium release valve as well. I'm not sure how that works, but you can look that up on your own. This one's really pretty. It's got the exhibition back. I don't know if you can see that. See if you can get a better shot there. There we go. With that blue, furnace blue kind of, I don't know what it is, just kind of a decorative piece. Really interesting. Polishing on this watch, you have polishing down the side of the bracelet. You have polishing down the side of the case and a little bit on the side of the bezel and a little bit on the inside of the bezel. Everything else is like a satin finish. Let me go ahead and throw it on so you can see what it looks like on the wrist here. Some of these clasps are a little bit sticky. I don't really have fingernails here to get under here. There we go. Alright, so throw this one on here. There it is. And I'm going to go ahead and throw the Hydromax on the other wrist. Now, there's a huge price difference in these watches. It's amazing that the Hydromaxes, I mean, I've seen these for the holiday season for like under $200. Whereas this one here right now is discontinued if you go to some of the major websites out there. This one goes upwards of $731 for this, but you can get them a lot cheaper. Just depends on what time of year and how available they are at the time you purchase them. But there they are, Hydromax versus the, now I think let me just get this a little tighter because it's flopped around. There we go. Both pretty heavy watches. They say that the Hydromax weighs 13 ounces and the Noma 5 here is 12 ounces. That's going to change a little bit when you size them. If you check out some of my other videos, I do refer to the weight. I just wrote it down somewhere and I can't find it. So there they are, 7-inch wrists, guy my size, 170 pounds. You can really see how that Hydromax, I mean, really, it looks a lot bigger than the Noma 5, but it's really not. I mean, it is a lot thicker, of course, and you do have 2 millimeters, which isn't much on the face. But I just think because you have such a depth with the face, it does take on the look that it's like quite a bit bigger. And for the price, you really can't go wrong with a Hydromax. Now, I got this in the gold because I got such a sweet deal on it. I won a bid on eBay, and the auction was so cheap, I went with the gold. I would have went with the silver. I kind of thought about the blue. They make a black bezel. They're all pretty nice, but I think the gold's pretty cool too. Just a big watch. Look at that thing. Just peeking off the top of the wrist. Every time I wear this, somebody is just amazed at how large it is. And you know, I wear Grand Arsenals all the time, and that's not a small watch either, but this thing is just so thick. It's just so unique. Alright folks, well I hope you liked my video. Again, like I said, I'm no watch expert. I just kind of show you what it looks like on the wrist. If you have any kind of requests, go ahead and let me know. I do take requests. I have a lot of different models I can show you. Keep watching the channel. Please do subscribe. Check out PHATKATWatches.com for more resources on this stuff and great resources on where you can get them from reputable sellers and really fair pricing. So there you have it. Noma 5 COSC certified chronograph versus the Hydromax. Two really chunky watches, but for the price point, this is a no-brainer to have in your collection right here. For what you can get this for, a no-brainer. Alright folks, thanks for watching. Remember to check out the other videos. More coming to you in the next couple of weeks.